Okay. And we are live.
We're live.
I believe
Yay.
so. Are we?
Oh yeah, we are.
We are? Okay. Hello. Okay, so we're gonna here to discuss our book club book, which was The Bear and the Nightingale. We'll go around with introducing ourselves and our star rating for the book. I gave it 4 stars. I enjoyed it. I think we have a pretty good mixture of opinions on the book this time around.
Yeah. Yeah, we do. Oh, it's my turn. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So I rated it. I think where I was at the end, I think it was like a 3-star. 3-star. I don't know if it'd be a 2.5, but 3-star for me.
You're next, princess.
I did not rate it on Goodreads. I know that it's controversial to rate a book when you DNF it. So I DNF'd it. So
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I gave it 4 stars because I was feeling it. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I liked it. I liked it.
I liked it too. Like, I think it was really good for at least this weather for me. I mean, I'm only in California, so it ain't that cold.
Big facts.
But it's still like windy and chilly out here, so I was like able to enjoy it a little more.
Yeah.
And I do agree that it was slow. But I believe for me that if it was longer, like if it was like 400 pages and it was as slow as it going, I would have probably been in the same boat as Princess, where it's like, okay, I gotta drop this. But I really enjoyed it. I don't know. I enjoyed the world and just our character. I like the way it was set up as a fairy tale and like it's a story being told to you.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that aspect of it.
That was dope. That I liked it. So like 30 pages in, I was like, oh, this is nice. It's cute. Okay, cool. And then like roughly around like 30 pages and stuff, it started like going into like the family and stuff. And I was like, wait, who was that? Wait.
Okay. You're like, who?
No name? I was like, who are you people? Like, and I'm just like, okay, look, as a fantasy reader, you know, I have to, that's like the first thing I have to get down the world and my characters. Like, if I know, okay, this is the sister of this person and blah, 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 whatever, cool. So I was like, all right, I'm a little lost. About 40 pages in, I'm like, I'm lost. Okay, that's cool. And then like 100 pages in, I'm like, bruh, you taking too long to get to the point. Like, I'm gonna need you to hurry up. Like, a book has a good 100 pages of my attention. If it drifts after 100 pages, I'm done. I'm done. I got too many books to be playing in games. So, and it's really sad because I'm just like, what am I gonna do with these two now? Like, what the hell?
I did not know you got the whole series.
I didn't for a while.
I'm probably gonna continue with this series. I think the book had a big one of the issues I could see for it, a setup issue. Like clearly she wrote this as the first book in the trilogy. Like we spent a lot of time with her 2 older siblings, so I'm assuming have a bigger role in the other books. But they didn't really affect this book, her older brother and older sister. So I feel like that was an issue I kind of had a little bit with it. Is the like if even though this is your first book, you should still have it kind of self-contained, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I initially thought this was a standalone when I was reading this. So I was reading this and I was like, I really thought the Sasha and the other brother had more of a role to play because he had such a, like, the way it was written. I think Sasha, you know, he would look for the one-eyed man because of his sister Vasya. And I thought that there would be something there, but there wasn't. Or like with the prince, the king's son or the duke.
Look,
Dimitri or whatever.
What?
Yeah. Like, I thought there was going to be something with that, but it wasn't. And I think part of the reason why I didn't enjoy it as much is because I did feel that it was slow, but I also felt like it was a lot of time jumps, and we spent a lot of time just watching Vasya, you know, being treated the way she does by the town and like her interacting with the creatures in the house. And I really was expecting something to happen. I felt it was kind of anticlimactic.
Yeah, like Paco and I were like, it's giving prequel, you know?
Yeah.
Like prequel energy was like, it's not really much of a plot. It's just like a lot of backstory, just throwing a lot of information at you, not much of, you know what I mean?
Page.
But like the reason I liked it was like, you know, of course the setting and stuff like that. It was not necessarily the plot. It was more about the world, I guess. I mean, look, y'all. I'm always confused. I was confused with the name because I was listening to the audiobook and the names are Russian, and I was like, who is this? And I was like, okay, like Vasya, I knew her the whole, you know, I was like, okay, but the other names, I was like, wait, I gotta go back 10 seconds. Who is that? But yeah, so I get the whole character confusion because that was a lot. But it you know, it took me a minute. But aside from that, I don't know, but it was cute.
I love the beginning. I really love the beginning. I was so into the storytelling aspect. I was like, oh my god, so we're gonna get like a Winter King or something. Okay. And then it went on, and I was like, this isn't how I thought it was gonna go.
Y'all got me feeling like I'm crazy. Like I'm like,
no. I'm in the middle, so I see what Princess is saying, and I see what
the criticisms you have. I agree with it. Like it was really slow. It took a while to get there, and so I see and I agree with that. Like for a first book, I think it should have done more in feeling like its own book. Because just reading this feels like I was reading a book that had already been out, and this is like the prequel.
Yeah.
So like I agree with those criticisms. I liked it though. Like I think I said it was because of the fact that it was only like 312 pages. I was able to push my problems aside with it. And I don't know. I would love fairy tales, so the fairy tale like way it was set up was really nice for me too.
I'm not gonna unhaul it. I actually did one better. I just ordered the hardback for the first two since I had a hardback of the third one because I don't have self-control. That's
I mean, I set myself on a book buying ban, and then like the first day I bought it hardcover because I had the paperback. I'm like, wait, there's a hardcover,
right?
And I bought the sequel hardcover.
Yeah. So I just replaced this one and my other paperback. My first one's paperback as well. Replace both of those with hardcovers. Now I have to explain that to my husband right now, like why. But there's a lot of things going on, and like you know how like you take what you're going like your and stuff into a book. There's a lot of things going on. I don't have the time. I'm 10 books away from my Goodreads goal. I don't have time. Okay, I don't have time for you to be slow. And then like, the Goodreads, like the average is like over 4 stars on Goodreads, and it has hella reviews. And I'm just like, I gotta be crazy. So let's go ahead and buy it and call it.
No, I hear you. Like it was really slow. I think that the book was more for people who already have an interest in Russian folklore. You know what I mean? Like, and they're just going into the book, just, you know, something relaxing, something to just, you know, like a super leisure type thing. Cause there was not that much action or nothing like that. So I completely hear you. It was so
not even until like the last 100 pages did shit start happening.
Yeah.
I think for me, I don't know why, but I just did not care about the villagers. I was like, if they got bodied, I was there. I was like, why are we trying so hard? They treat her like shit. It was just like, if they got bodied, I wouldn't have blinked. I was like, you know what? I'm here for her, you know, redemption and like her living her life because they're all shit. Well, except for Dunya, I think. Danya.
And the older brother.
My brother, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, them two cool.
One thing I think I told my Reese this joke is I forget who or whatever the Twitter course of like we need more ugly rep in books or whatever or non-attractiveness. I'm like, this book because they keep saying it, she's not she's not attractive.
It was they kept saying that and I was like, damn, why they gotta like remind her like her betrothed? And I was like, damn, this stepmom.
I don't know I felt bad for the stepmom because like she truly didn't want to be there. Like if she had just been put in her little like convent, it would have been easy. But the minute she said to Vasya, she's like, "Why would he want a like mutt when he could have a purebred or something about her daughter?" I was like, "Excuse me."
She was a horrible woman, and I despise her character. I was like, "Why the fuck is she so bitter?" Like,
right.
I did not feel an ounce of guilt when she got bodied in the forest. I was just like,
awesome. She dies. Great. Good to know.
I know.
No, it's fine. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I knew into this, I was going to get spoiled. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Okay. I was like, oh snap.
Okay, but you know what? At least you're happy with this information.
No, it's fine. The order is already confirmed. You're good. Don't worry about it. I'm still gonna read it regardless because I just spotted it again. So go ahead.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's what happened. That's the good thing in this book. She's gone because she was so aggravating throughout all these time jumps. I was like, I didn't feel she added to anything at all. Like, I mean, I feel like
a villain or something. Like,
I kind of felt like, sorry.
No, I was, what is she supposed to be, like the bad person or something?
I think she was supposed to be kind of a reflection of Vasya.
I think because
she could see the things too. She had the sight too, like she was a witch as well. So I think she was a reflection of what could happen to Vasya if she fit into the roles of like society, of being like not the wild woman that she was. So I kind of saw her being that way, that she was like the reflection of her, but I still didn't like her.
Yeah.
I'm glad that her daughter wasn't a brat, because like I was expecting her daughter to be a brat too.
There was a scene written in the book where she tries to talk to the priest and she's like crying. She's like, you see Vasya, but you don't see me. And it was like, she was a very like broken character. I don't know, but she wanted really hard to, I guess, be accepted or seen as sane, I think. Whereas Vasya didn't need that. She didn't need that validation.
The priest. Oh, he was creepy.
I hated him.
It's always the priest. It's always the priest. Always. Even in the year of the witching or whatever that was called.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I was looking at her a little too hard.
I was like, sir, what was it? I was like,
yeah, it was so disturbing. Like he would slap her and then he'd think about kissing her, and I'm like, God, why?
I'm like, ew.
I do have a question though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it explains it in the end of the book or not, or like after 100 pages or not. But the family that's in the beginning, right, and the grandma that's telling the story of this, I'm guessing, is that family connected some type of way?
That's the same family.
Yeah. So it is connected in a way, but I'm still a little bit confused. So in the beginning, you know, Marina is talking about, so that's the mom who comes in and the grandma's telling the story, and she's pregnant, so that she's pregnant with Vasya. And so she gives birth to Vasya, and later on it's revealed that like, I think Vasya is able to see like, she has second sight, kind of like their grandma did. The great grandma, I think.
Well, no, because Duya wasn't her grandma. Duya, the old one that was telling the story, she's not related to them. She was like
the nurse. Oh, okay.
So she was like the one who was in charge of raising the mom.
Wait. Time. The story in the beginning was that there was two daughters.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Out and was like, I'm not cold, knowing damn well that bitch was cold. I ain't cold.
Oh, the fairy tale.
Oh, that's sorry.
Cold or whatever. And then the other daughter died. That was hilarious. I like that. That was hilarious. But so are they connected to this family some type of way?
I think they're both to like represent Vasya and Anna in a way.
Oh, okay.
Where Vasya is, because she even meets the Winter King later on. And she accepts she's not cold or she's brave or whatever, and Anna's scared and dies. So,
I think that it is. I thought we would get more of a background into her like blood ties, like why her great grandma was so like her history. I think so. We would get like that's probably me not knowing the mythology of everything. But I thought we would get a little more background into that. But the Winter King does show up again. And then there's a story about him and his brother. So his brother is the antagonist. He's the bear. So I think that's why it's called The Bear and the Nightingale, which the Nightingale part,
It's the horse.
Yeah, but I didn't know, like...
Somebody's a horse?
Yeah, she gets a horse that talks.
She gets a horse from the winter.
She can talk to horses.
Okay.
And the horse's name is like Russian for nightingale.
Yeah.
Oh, why does a horse talk?
Well, she speaks to horses because they teach her the language or whatever. Because she like feeds the the house ghost of the stables, and so it teaches her how to like communicate with horses.
I miss.
I think it's a deity, or it's like a deity that like watches over the house. So she like in a way talks to the spirits and then the mythological creatures in the forest, and because she was always there, and in return like they teach her things, so she learns how to ride horses and talk to them, and then like other things.
I am so excited now because I'm like, what the she got a talking horse because she fed a ghost? Like, bruh, what?
Well, she can speak to horses, and then she gets like a special horse.
And that horse's name is Nightingale, and the Frost brother is a bear. Like, bruh, what?
I was like, wait a minute. Like, I don't know if it was explained how the brother, the bear, and how he escaped, because all throughout the book, she was getting like messages from people saying that he's like escaping. I think
it was the fact that they stopped giving worship or like power to the like house spirits and the forest, and so because like the old ways and the old magic was fading because people weren't giving it power, that's how the bear was able to escape,
because they were getting converted to Christianity.
Christianity was doing what it always does and takes all the fun out of stuff.
Hey, watch out.
Oh, sorry.
I'm like, hey, go ahead.
I was like, this guy is coming up in here and just making people scared, and they're going along with it. And I was like, that's really realistic. Because people are scared, people are hungry, and people are actually losing their children. So yeah, they're like,
they're looking for someone to blame.
Yeah, they're looking for someone to blame. But I was like, oh, they turned on her so fast.
Yeah.
But yeah. Are you guys any fans of, like, before this, were you guys fans of anything of Russian folklore?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
A little.
Yeah.
Because like I love Baba Yaga and like some of the older stories and stuff like that. So I was excited for this.
I want to read more. I watch a lot of TV that has it, but not a lot of like fantasy that has it. It's probably me because I can't find enough, but I'm still looking. If y'all have any recommendations.
Anastasia.
You know what? I'm not about to play that. I love that movie though.
You got that song stuck in my head from your stories.
Yes, I was cooking, and my husband was like, "You know every word." I was like, "Damn right." What do you mean? Like, Anastasia was my shit. I was like, only real fans know that it was not Disney. Like that is
no, it's Fox.
That is Fox, and they bought Fox because they bought X-Men and all that other good stuff or whatever. And I was like, and only real fans know that Hunchback of Notre Dame did not start as Disney either. But whatever, like. I'm showing my age. It's all good.
I love That's one of the best villain songs.
Yes. Oh my God. See, Paco, we good. We good. We right here. Like bomb songs. Like.
But yeah. Let's see what else is there for the book. I mean, I know the sequel. We're gonna get the trope where she has to pretend to be a boy for the Tower in the Dawn.
She has to pretend to be a boy?
Yeah, because I know, like, I read the like synopsis of the sequel for Girl in the Tower, and she like, I guess there's a battle she helps, and so she gets popular, and so she has to pretend to be a boy at one point.
Wait, so
yeah, somehow.
Sorry. At the end of the book, I know she goes to the Winter King because she can't live in the village anymore.
Yeah.
Is that the setting for the next book?
No, I think that's gonna have to do with like more issue. I know that like we're gonna get more of her sister. That's like off living somewhere, being rich and something.
Oh, because her brother he became the priest, and I think there was talk of war.
Yeah.
Okay.
With Khans, I think. I don't know. The Khans or something, or whoever was like in charge of Russia at the time.
I was like, we talk about the Han, so we definitely bringing in Mulan. Got it.
I mean, what isn't Asia and Russia real close to each other?
I have no idea. Okay.
I really thought the next book would have to do something with like her, like adjusting to winter court or winter realm, because at the end that's where I thought it was gonna happen. But now I'm like, okay, so she goes back definitely. So she goes back to see her family then.
Yeah.
Does she get a love interest? Because I kept thinking she was gonna get one in this one, but because
I thought she didn't get a love interest in this one. I could see her and the Winter King or whatever having a thing or something.
All right.
But I was kind of glad we didn't have one for this one, just because it was so much about her becoming herself.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I just didn't know if, like, based on the writing, if she would, like, because, you know, they kissed, and, like, I don't know if it was, like, because in the heat of the moment, like, there's battles and people are dying and shit. But I didn't know if, like, I don't know if they, like, had a thing, or if it was just, like, a mutual, like, we're in. I don't know how to describe it, because
maybe it's like I'm pulling some Grishaverse like from here, but like calls to like.
Hey.
I guess so, because I was like, I didn't think they had enough romance for that kiss scene. It was more of like he just was there to like tell her what's going on, and I was like, the kiss came out for me. It didn't really felt like it was like it made sense. I was just like, oh, there's romance.
Okay.
Like, oh, okay.
But let me think. What was I going to say? I had something, and now I lost it.
Oof.
That happens.
What is it?
I'm gonna need you to cut out the part where I don't know geography. I'm gonna need you to cut that out.
I don't know geography either.
Like, cut that all out.
I'll figure out how to cut stuff out.
It's like I'm a full-on chemistry major. Okay, I don't do geography.
I stopped going to community college, so
I don't know where shit is. Okay, I don't even know where shit is in California. Okay, I don't know.
I'll be like, we're going down south, like California. Like I'm going down south. I'll be like, I'm going to LA. I live in Sac. I'm going to LA. I'm like, no, that's not. Yeah, like. Yeah, I get lost going everywhere.
What's the January book?
So the next book is Black Sun.
I'm so fucking excited. Sorry. Okay.
So I guess we need to talk about it. Our next January book, I didn't do the announcement video, but January's book is going to be Black Sun.
Mm-hmm.
And then our February book will be These Violet Delights.
What's These Violet Delights? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
The Romeo and Juliet retelling.
In Shanghai, in the twins, like, bruh.
Gangs. They're like, and they were enemies to lovers, back to enemies, and now they might become lovers again. I'm here for all of it.
Oh my god.
I'm dead. I'm
excited. I put a hold on it. I'm ready to read it. I'm excited for both.
My fairy loot box.
Whatever. Nobody cares about fairy loot. Next.
I remember what I was going to say is I like the way that Vasya was done as a witch. For this way, like she wasn't like the fireball throwing witch, or like we get witches who are like can move stuff with her mind. I like she was a witch of knowing things.
Mm-hmm.
Like she knows, like I said, she knew how to speak to horses and like knew all this stuff. So I thought that was interesting. I like the way they did that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so excited about everything now. I just need for December to hurry up and end so I can move on with my life.
Yeah. I don't know why, but I've been like trying to read through like a bunch of books on my list that I've been wanting to read, because I want to start January with like excited for the new ones coming out. But I keep reading other shit. Yeah. So I finished reading like a whole new series. Actually, no, I'm on book 3 of Grace Raven's series. I think Radiance. But
we be reading some weird stuff, not gonna lie.
I was so excited because I think prior to that one, I read For Blood and Ash, and that is so toxic. I was like, damn, the shit is going on, and it's like people are dying. And then I read this one, and I was like, it's very sweet. It's like friends to lovers, but with like, he's not a monster.
I need a monster. I need the dark. I need the Darkling. Thank you.
I'm currently reading. I'm currently reading Legendborn, and what's the other one? Crown of Feathers.
See, you're reading a book. I'm supposed to be reading Crown of Feathers this month, but let me tell you right now, there's so many words on that page for it to be YA.
Oh my gosh.
I'm audiobooking it. I tried physically reading it, like when it first came out, but now I'm audiobooking it because I have another friend who she's like wanting everybody in this group thing I'm in to read it, so I'm audiobooking it.
I can't. I'm trying to read this book that I got a while back, but like the words on the page are so tiny. Oh,
get you a magnifying glass. There's an app.
Oh, I have that book. I have the first 2.
Did you like it,
girl? But I didn't read that shit.
I opened it because I didn't expect it to be like this. I got this from Thrift Books, and I was like, "Ooh, it's a good deal." And I got it, and I was like, "This, you see this?" But like these words.
As soon as I started reading it, and it was starting like talking about like different clans and different, I was like, "Who are all you people?" Like, no.
There's a whole bunch of religion. The first 30 pages about like all these angels, houses, and I was like,
yeah, that's a whole ass Genesis, and I ain't got time.
Don't I get a glossary or like something?
I need a character sheet, character map.
But hey, look, y'all playing game. I literally printed out the family tree for me to read the Cassandra Clare books. Like, I'm not playing any games that come down to my characters. I need to know. Like, I need to know. Okay.
That I heard her books also like there is a like isn't the prequel they have more family trees connected to the characters in the present. Like, yes. I heard there's a lot.
There's a lot.
That's the same reason why I read what's that called?
Chain of Gold.
I haven't read anything past. I'm on City of Heavenly Fire because I was reading in publication order. So I'm on Heavenly Fire, and I cannot pick it up for the life of me because I hate Jason Clary. Literally,
I do too. I skipped the Mortal Instruments. I read up to City and Glass and was like, I'm out. I'm gonna go to Infernal Devices.
I haven't. I don't think I've read this series, but I'm assuming like aren't they the main characters?
Yep.
Clary and Chase, yeah. I just so angsty. Well, I don't mind the angsty. That's fine. But what I don't like is that they say like, "Hey, y'all, don't do this because if you go do this, the whole world is gonna be fucked, bro. So don't do that. Don't do that."
Sabrina from Sabrina the Teenage Witch issues.
Right. And then they sit up here for him. I'm gonna do it all. Your mom is missing the first 3 fucking books, like 2
Oh my
books.
god!
You don't give a fuck about that. You care about this dude.
I couldn't even watch Shadowhunters because they would get Clary, and she's been like a Shadowhunter for like a month, and she goes up to these 100-year-old beings and being like, "We will stop you. You're gonna do what we say, or we will hurt you." I'm like, "Girl, you ain't been nothing but for a month. Calm down."
What are you doing?
I watched clips for this one actress. I guess she was supposed to play Lilith, but I liked her acting in the show or in the clips that I saw from the show. But that's all I got from the show. I saw a clip where she like jumps off the building and like is on the top of a car, and that's where I was like, "She's not dead." Like,
so I have a question. It's not really related, but I have a question. Why haven't we played any games, Iris? Why haven't we played?
Oh my god. Okay, so what do you play? I know you play
what happened?
Apex.
Yes.
Okay. You play like what else do you play? Because I love an FPS.
Why are you trying to play COD or something? Is that what you're trying to play?
I mean, I play everything.
Yes.
So
We're like, what?
they're like, what is going on?
FPS is first person shooter.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm more of like an RPG player.
Okay, I like those two. I like those two.
That's what that stands for. But I play Apex because it's fun. I'm not really. I mean, I'll play whatever. You know, you're a girl gamer. I'm down. Let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
You might have to carry me a couple rounds for me to get.
Okay.
But you know, cool.
Okay.
We're gonna figure that out. I'm gonna hit you up.
Yes.
We'll figure it out. But about this Black Sun though. Okay, look, hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all know I was doing like the whole like shaded choice of words stuff, right?
Yes.
yes.
I'm so happy it's done. I'm so fucking happy. No. And they're like, you're gonna do it next year. I'm like, but anyways, so Black Sun won, which is why I'm reading Black Sun in January anyway. So good job, Paco. Again, we here, you know, good job. I actually was watching somebody's vlog who read Black Sun in like 6 hours, maybe 7 hours. Like they just read it straight through because they couldn't put it down. And she said it started, the first chapter was of this guy whose mom was sewing his eyes shut because he is channeling some type of god or something.
I love it already.
Like, hello? Like, what's up?
All I know about Black Sun is that it's really just like, I know that it's pre like colonization like culture, and I know that it's supposed to have like something pansexuals in it. That's all I know.
I'm happy. I have been hearing a lot about this book, and I've been wanting to read it, so I'm excited. I think Kay's been talking about this bath scene.
Right. What is that? I want to know what that is.
It's a bathtub scene where, like, I guess 2 of the characters are taking a bath together, and then one of them gets fingered. But it's like, it's written well, I guess, because they were talking about it. And everyone's been talking about this bathtub scene, and I was like, I was here for it. I was like, okay, I mean, why not?
I had to unmute myself for that.
That's like, it looked like you were, I don't know what you were talking to someone else, but you hear that, your face just changes.
I was trying to get my charger for my laptop.
Kay was saying that that scene was written so well, and I was like,
huh?
Okay.
Of course, Malia. Of course, you want to know that scene.
Yeah.
You're like, ooh. What?
I was like, magic.
You're throwing off my white balance because you're white. So I'm gonna need
you. Oh. Hi.
Go.
What's your dog's name?
Bowser.
Hi,
Bowser.
Get off of me. Go.
Oh, he wants to be close.
Oh no.
I don't want him. You take him. See ya. See you later.
Me to my dog. I don't want them right now.
No.
Thank you. I'm almost done. Yeah, just thank you. Appreciate it.
Now that I have you here, Princess, let me ask. 'Cause I asked my recently, how would you be feeling of doing middle grade books, like middle grade fantasy?
I'm down.
Okay, because I know March book might most likely will be a Riordan Presents book.
Who?
Rick Riordan, Percy Jackson, his like imprint. It's basically one that has to do with La Llorona.
I was like, oh my god, we're gonna get some horror. I want to get some middle grade horror books. I've seen some that I was like,
I'll look it up.
I've never, huh?
I'll look up like some for it. And then I know one that I kind of want to do is A Song of Wraith and Ruin. Her author, I know she's going to be doing a middle grade vampire hunter book, I believe.
Middle grade vampire hunter book.
Yeah, that author, and I saw that. I believe. I think that's what I saw on Twitter.
Malia, did you forget? I was like, man,
Okay,
me all the
So that part I probably blanked out and spaced out when you were talking at that point because this is the first time hearing of it. I'm sorry.
You're lost.
Okay. He was saying middle grade vampire hunter book, and I was like, I didn't hear about this, but I'm pretty sure Paco was talking to me about it, but I probably was spacing out or something.
You were. I peeped because you was doing that thing you do.
I was like, what?
Wait, where'd she go?
No,
She left.
no.
I'm still here. I mean, like my pants is on, but like so I need to plug y'all up, or it's just gonna turn off. So like, turn this off. I don't show my goodies all on pocket.
Where does end the?
You might be a whole bunch of viewers and stuff.
But so,
but I don't think my husband like to show my goodies.
on the broadcast, we'll discuss a little bit before we leave.
Okay.
Okay, so thank you guys for coming for the discussion. The next one will be in January. It's the second Thursday. I don't know the date, and I will have the date and as soon as we can. I'll see you guys later.
Okay.